Well, hello and happy Sunday. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. We're gonna do like a story time today, but I do want to acknowledge that it's been a couple of weeks for me. I did not go live this past Sunday. I really thought that when I was planning out my content for our move that I was going to be able to get on it and do a live, no big deal. It did not happen that way, so I apologize. If you are a Patreon supporter, then I did kind of give you guys an update and posted about that I really thought I was going to be able to go live and kind of what was going on. And anyway, definitely if you're not already a Patreon supporter, check it out. It's the first link in the description. But welcome, my name is Jessica, I'm the Furry Family Coach, and we are going to be talking about, we drove 1,500 miles with 5 pets. It was a thing, but one of the things that we found when we walked in the house, not too long after we walked in the house, you are not going to believe it. I am going to show you a picture of it later on in today's live, so make sure you stick with me to see that. You're not going to believe it. Anyway, so let's get on with the story. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you are here with me live, make sure you do post in the chat section. Let me know you're here. Let me know you can hear me. I'm also very interested in the feedback on the connection of the video because this is my first live video in our new house. So, it's a bigger house. I'm not sure if the Wi-Fi is keeping up with the live stream or not. You're gonna have to let me know about that, and also the echo. Tell me what it sounds like. Patricia, hi Jessica, first time watching one of your videos. Thank you so much for being here, Patricia. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that you posted in the chat. Let me know about your pets. If you have cats, dogs, other animals, let me know about them. Go ahead and post in the chat. I would love to hear. So we are in our new home. We are in Texas. So happy to be here. And I just wanted to give you an update on the actual drive getting here. It was a thing. So without too much further ado, actually really quickly, if at any point during this video you like the content, do make sure to give it a thumbs up. YouTube really likes that. And also, if you are not subscribed, if that button down there is red, go ahead and click it and turn it gray. A bell will appear after that. Click the bell and select all notifications so YouTube can let you know every time I post a new video or anytime I'm going live. Yes, so we moved from San Diego, California we're just north of Austin in Texas, and it was, moving is never easy, right? And I'm sure we've all moved at least once, so we have we know, it's just never easy. And when we move with pets, it's just that much more difficult. So we pretty much had to move ourselves because finding movers in California right now is next to impossible. If you can get them, they're booked up through the end of the year. Right now it's July, they're booked up, you wouldn't be able to book them until closer to the end of the year. And then they are charging 3 and 4 times what they used to charge to do it. And I don't blame them, right? The demand is there, so you charge more. That's how it works. I get it. So we pretty much had to do it ourselves. So we rented the biggest U-Haul truck that is available, which is the 26-foot truck. And we thought for sure all of our stuff was gonna fit, no problem. On top of the big U-Haul truck, we had the trailer, the auto trailer on the back. So my husband drove the U-Haul truck and pulled his SUV behind it. I drove my SUV. Kim actually rode in the truck with my husband, and then the 4 cats were in my SUV with me. So just to start off, and again, this is just kind of a story time. If you have questions, post in the chat and let me know. If you're watching a recording of this, you can post in the comments and let me know. I'm going to try to get through the story fairly quickly. If I miss something, you're not going to know about it, but I'll feel bad about it. So I'm going to try to get it all in there. But basically, we hired laborers to load, like that's what they do. They're laborer movers, so they load trucks. And they do have like their own trucks to move people locally, but we weren't moving locally, right? We had a U-Haul for them to load. So we boxed everything up that we could. Of course, there's like furniture and stuff that you can't box, and like bulky items that are difficult to box, but we boxed everything that we could. And then the movers came. And they were like, oh, okay. They told us at the beginning, they were like, we're going to do our best to get everything in the truck. One other thing that we had done, just so you know, we sold a ton of stuff because we knew that, like our bedroom set, we had, well, my husband, it was actually his before I met him, and I sold a bunch of my stuff when I moved in with him, and it was not our style. We did not, I didn't want it. I mean, honestly, I've been wanting to replace it for many years, and we just decided to go ahead and get rid of it. We sold it. So we sold the whole bedroom set. So we didn't have any bedroom furniture other than the mattress and box spring. We sold a ton of stuff. What we did have was a couch. We also had a sectional. We bought a new sectional, a grill. My husband has a pull-up bar, one of those big, giant metal pull-up bars that had to get loaded. Of course, all of our stuff that was boxed up, right? And then my husband and I both have desks in our offices. So I'm in my new office right now. And again, if you are a Patreon supporter, then you got pictures of my new office. You can't see very much of it in this video, but you get pictures of my new office. I want this back wall right here. I want bookshelves, but I want like nice bookshelves that have, I don't know, 4 or 5 shelves, maybe more, and then like cabinets at the very bottom. So that's my goal. I've started looking, and I have not yet found anything close to what I want. So I have a lot of looking to do, but that's what I want for that area. Anyway, I have a desk. My husband has a desk. So those were the big bulky items. And then I had 5 cat trees. So yeah, five cat trees. I have 4 cats, but I have 5 cat trees. And they did their best, let me tell you. They were like shoving things in every nook and cranny. But we had quite a bit of stuff that did not make it in the U-Haul, including all 5 of my cat trees and a lot of my cat beds. I don't know what the deal was. I guess they just didn't want to mess with my cat stuff, and it got left to last, and it all got left out. Anyway, and then there were a few other items that we also couldn't fit, and we loaded, you know, I had the cats in my SUV with me, so there's only so much I could put in there with me. And then we did load my husband's SUV, which is, he was pulling, so we were able to load that whole thing, but we just were not able to get everything on the truck. So that was interesting, to say the least. I was not happy about it. Let's just say that. But it has all worked out. I do want to say that. So let's get through the story a little bit more. Let me know by posting in the chat if you do have any questions. We got on the road. So we loaded the U-Haul on a Saturday. We got on the road on a Sunday. And we drove from San Diego to Tucson. Now, I will say, and I told you guys ahead of time, because I did some videos on this, I prepared as best as I knew how to have the cats in the vehicle with me. So I got 2 large crates, so there were 2 cats in each crate, and they had room to move around, and boy did they move around. So they had plenty of room. They had litter boxes in there with them, though they didn't use them. They had water bowls in there with them, though they didn't use them either. But I wanted to make sure they had them. Now, and that's not unusual. It's actually very, when cats are in ultra stressful situations like that, any type of change of environment, like if you're adopting a cat, right, and you bring them into your home, they have hormone releases that are like, oh my God, and cats are very prey predator, like their brains are very prey predator anyway, so they are always like, oh my gosh, on alert. That's kind of how their brains function. So they have, chemical releases in their brains, and those bodily functions are minimized because their body is prepared. They're preparing themselves for that very stressful situation. And I tried to make it as the least stressful as I possibly could, but that just is what it is. It's not comfortable. It is not ideal. I mean, I had to be in the car that whole time too. So it's not the best, but it is what it is. And so I had a rescue remedy that I sprayed. I used a water mist of rescue remedy, and I sprayed that probably every 30 to 45 minutes. The cats kind of let me know when they needed it. Sissy especially just would start, doing that little, and I would spray, and she would calm down. So it was about every 30 to 45 minutes I would do a spray over the crates and on me because, hey, right? Let's de-stress. And I also had a car diffuser. So I had essential oils diffusing, and let me tell you, if you have ever watched any of my videos, you know I only use veterinary grade essential oils. I only use Animalio, and Animalio has a blend called Calmamile, and it is designed to help you calm down and de-stress and relax. And that is what I was diffusing on and off. It was intermittent, but I diffused it on the 3rd day a lot more than I did on the first 2 days because they needed it for sure. They did incredibly well. Honestly, I was surprised. And one of the best things, right, that you can do for your animals in any situation is for you to remain calm. So that was my goal too, for me to be as calm as possible. So that, I think, and then I had the Calmamile diffusing, so that of course helped me as well. So that's kind of how we went the first day from San Diego to Tucson, Arizona. And honestly, that was the easiest day, I think, for driving. That was the easiest day for me and the cats. It is what it is. So we stayed at a hotel in Tucson, La Quinta, which was okay. I mean, pet-friendly hotels generally are not the top-of-the-line hotels. And then on top of that, not all pet-friendly hotels accept cats. So you have to be very, very careful about that and call and verify that they accept cats, because most pet-friendly hotels actually do not accept cats. So that is another tip that you would definitely want to know about if you are ever traveling with cats. So the next morning we got up and got back on the road. When we were in the hotels, I did let the cats out of their crates, of course, so they had time to decompress. They ate, they used the litter boxes. It was good. Everybody had time to just chill out. It was good. So the next morning we got on the road in Tucson and we drove to Roswell, New Mexico, which apparently was a little bit out of the way from where we should have been going, but it was a little bit out of the way, but that's where we ended up. That's where we had a reservation. We did get stopped at a border patrol, and they were very concerned about the U-Haul coming through, but it all worked out, and we stayed at the Roswell Inn. Again, the cats we got there very late at night. We were probably only there a total of maybe 12 hours. The cats got out of their crates. Kim was staying with my husband in his room, and the cats were staying with me in my room. And Kim did great, by the way, the whole trip. She did really wonderfully. um, she doesn't mind car rides to begin with. So she was good. She was like a little uneasy at the fact that my husband and I were not together in the same vehicle, but it all worked out. She did really, really well. And then the third day we drove from Roswell to our new house. So the third day was the toughest for the cats, for sure. For me, also, I think we didn't get here until probably around 9 o'clock at night. But the house is absolutely beautiful, and we were just so tired and thrilled to be here. We had an air mattress that we blew up and slept on that first night. The next day, the movers, we hired other like mover laborers who are just local, who don't do like out-of-state moves or anything like that, and they unloaded the U-Haul for us. Very, very nice people. Yeah, we were tired enough and had enough to do that I was so happy we didn't also have to unload the U-Haul, because I feel like if we had to unload the U-Haul, it probably would have taken multiple days. At least for me, I feel like it would have taken multiple days. So everything got unloaded. We are still, I'm looking around like in the process. We are mostly unpacked, but I do have like various rooms where like there's just stuff that I need to go through and figure out where it needs to go. So that's the next task we've had to do. We've had to get a lot of people out here. We had to do the new home walkthrough, and there are a few things that need to get fixed, but nothing huge. The garage floor needs to be redone. That's not great, but it is what it is. We're gonna get that fixed. The cats are in a spare bedroom right now, and they have settled in really well. They're happy. They're eating regularly. They're getting play sessions. Kim is wonderful. It took her a few days, like she was following us around constantly for a few days because she was very unsure of what was going on, but she is finally settling down and not necessarily feeling the need to follow us everywhere we go, which is great. She's doing wonderful. The cats, again, yeah, they're settling in. I've purchased them 2 new cat trees. One of them I've already put together, the other one I need to put together still. So they're gonna get their cat trees back. They're gonna get all new cat trees, which is wonderful. We have to get gutters on the house and a water softener because we have hard water here. But all in all, it has been, it's great. So I did tease you at the beginning of the video that a couple of days in, we found something in the house. Yeah, so I am going to go ahead and show you this picture, and I'm gonna make it, oop, no, that's me. Let's see, make it bigger so you can see. I hope you can see it. Let me know. I actually got up from the couch right before we were going to bed a few nights ago, probably a week ago now, and this little guy was on the floor. Yeah. Apparently they are here. They have a bunch of these in the area. See, here's the thing. They're still building houses around us, so they're all being displaced, and so it makes sense. They are seeking warmth. My husband read up online about the local scorpions here, and they said that you tend to find them in the winter more so than in the summer because they come inside looking for heat. So that's the thing here, apparently. But we actually had scorpions when we first moved to California in the first house we were in, so it's not like this is something we have never ever seen before. But yeah, this little guy that was fun. That was fun to find. Anyway, everybody is doing well. We're happy in the new house. I will say thank you so much for sticking in with me to the end of the video. I am, hopefully this week, I'm gonna sit down with my husband and we're going to figure out, I'm going to be doing some rebranding, and I'm going to reorganize the content that I'm bringing to you guys. I do hope that if there's something specific you are interested in, I feel like this is I'm going to be going in the direction of like more, more me, more like my life with my pets. And maybe not do the like scripted videos quite as much. That's where my head is going with this. So I hope you take a moment to comment down below and let me know what you think about that and what you are most interested in seeing from me and about pets, right? Because that's the goal ultimately, is to help you become a better pet parent and to bring you information that helps you become a better pet parent. That's the goal. So if I can rearrange my content to show you more of my life and my life with my pets and how I am raising them as naturally as possible, and yeah, everything I continue to learn, because that's, I mean, yeah, we all have to keep learning constantly. I think that's the way that the rebranding and the content organization is going to go. But I would love your input on it. Let me know. Comment down below. And if you are not already, make sure you do check the first link in the description and join me over on Patreon, because over on Patreon, they're already getting that kind of content. They're already getting a lot more of what is going on with us in our life. So yeah, I hope you join me over there. Make sure to check the link tree, which is the next link in the description for everything else. You've got my book, my online dog training, which is of course positive reinforcement based, and everything else. So yeah, I hope to see you over on Patreon. I hope to hear from you. Let me know what you think about the content and rebranding. And yeah, if you have any questions about the move, I'm hoping to share a bit more of the house with you once we get it a little bit more organized and a few more things in the places they need to be. Yeah, so I also want to know what's been going on with you guys, because I haven't been on YouTube much in the past couple of weeks. I want to know what's going on with you guys, with your pets. Let me know by posting in the comments below. If there's something that you're working through with your pets that you need help with, or that you would just like some advice on, I would love to be able to help you with that. So I want to catch up with you. Post in the comments and let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it with that. I'll see you guys in the next video.